Morning, guys. Morning's the cold start again with the X5. All right. I'm leaving a little bit late today. That's all right. Hopefully there's still less traffic on the road. Not that much later, about 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes than I normally leave. Easily tell that it's lighter outside. Probably get sunglasses before I get to work. And I did not get fuel, so man, I hate when it's like this. But I can make it work on this tank, but it's just annoying when you forget to fill up your car. So a few things I wanted to talk about, and that's mainly the channel, the direction that I'm going with, and just want to see everybody's opinion. As you know that I'm vlogging more, and I'm just doing that more to fill the void in between. I'm not reviewing cars, because when I review cars, that's usually when I'm traveling. I rent a car, or I borrow a family member's car, things like that, where I have that car at my availability. Oh, great. You had to go this direction, huh? Okay, I thought you were turning my way. But some things I wanted to discuss was, what do you guys think of my reviews so far? For the most part, I receive, positive comments. I receive, thumbs up on my videos, which I appreciate, because it tells me that you guys like what you see. But also, when I do my videos, I'm trying to decide if I should make them longer or shorter. And I kind of experimented with both. I kind of went back and forth. My most successful video was my Audi Q7 video with I think like 75,000 views in a year. That video's done pretty well, and I've received nothing but positive on that review. And that was like one of my first, I think maybe my third review. But I don't know if you guys like that, because the length of that video was 35 minutes. And I could shorten them up. I can make them 10 to 15 minutes long. But the problem if I do that, I feel like I'm just doing just what every car reviewer out there is doing. I feel like I'm just covering the exact same things that everyone else is doing. And I don't, the main reason why I wanted to do this was as a hobby, as it's kind of, it's like, because I do love cars, and I'm mad, some people would probably say I'm obsessed with cars. But this kind of gets it out of my system. It allows me to talk about it, discuss it, and do things, and also edit videos at the same time. When I started this, I did it because I would watch other reviewers, and I just wouldn't be happy. I'm not saying that these other journalists and everybody else who's doing this are like bad. I'm not saying that what they're doing is wrong. I'm just saying, as a car enthusiast, what I like to see. I like to see more about the car, and I feel like if I'm making these videos like 10-15 minutes long, I mean, I go into detail, but you know, I think what makes some people successful is their weird, quirky personality, or just everybody has different personalities. And you know, I'm trying not to show my personality in a video, because I'm trying to maintain this professional, just professional like demeanor in my video. But I'm just starting to kind of loosen that a little bit, just kind of just be more myself. You know, people tell me, my friends know who I am, and they know my personality, but they keep telling me over and over, just be yourself. I think people will really like who you are, but I don't know. I'm kind of goofy, to be honest, and dry. But we'll see how that goes. Just going back to the reviews aspect, is I watch, you know, when I see the car, I want to see like how things fit. I want to see how people, like, you know, sit in the car. I want to see like how the cup holders, like I do the cup holder test. I test the cup holders. I test the luggage. If I can, I'll load the car with all my suitcases I can to see how many I can fit in there. You know, and when I test performance, I want you guys, as the viewers, to see it. I don't, you know, it's cool to see, like, you know, someone else's reaction and see them laughing and enjoying the car. That's fine, you know, but for me, an enthusiast, that's great that you're enjoying it, but I want to see how fast a car goes. I want to hear the engine sound. You know, I don't want to exactly hear, you know, you laughing and enjoying it, because to me, yeah, it's fun and comical in a sense. But I just want silence. I mean, if you're going to talk about how good the engine sounds, but you're going to constantly talk over the engine the whole time you're just going to talk about it and laugh, how can us as the viewers enjoy it? And that's what I'm trying to bring to the channel. I'm trying to bring something different. Like, people want to hear that. If you're really like cars, you could care less about me laughing and you know, and I try to hold back. Honestly, I hold back a lot when I'm doing it. So then when I'm doing my acceleration test, I can be completely silent. That way nobody can hear me. That is one of the things I do. Other things, I try to cover some detail. I try to go over a lot of the detail in the car, and I don't know if that's too much. I don't know if you guys really care to see about the infotainment and going through every single setting. So I'm just maybe thinking about just hitting some main points. Here's the radio, here's climate control, here's how you do a couple of things in here, and then back out from there, instead of going through all the little settings in here, because I can save a lot of time. Also, another thing I like to cover is the lights. I like to cover the lights on the car. Like, you know, how do the headlights look? You know, how do they look when they're illuminated? How does the turn signal look when it flashes? You know, things like that. You know, how beam look? Just I don't know, just things like that. You know, that's just how I am. And if the car is a performance car, people love to hear cold starts. So I try to bring that if I can. A lot of times I can't do that, so that's not gonna be every single video. But if I have the opportunity to let the car sit overnight, or at least let it cool down, so I can make this light, then I'll do that. And don't worry, I know I'm doing a lot more vlogging and things like that, but I'm trying to do that more to be comfortable in front of the camera. If I could be more comfortable in the camera, and also faster with the editing, that helps me in the long run. And then also helps me maybe be, you know, show more personality. So let's see if we can get some on-ramp fun here. Let's see if we get that going. And let's see if Mike runs a red light. He ran a red light. Every time people runs his red light here. This car actually stopped for it. No, well, it kind of did. Be good. And I'll go ahead and accelerate, I guess. Yep, here we go. We'll go to sport transmission mode. It's nice, that was fun. Oh, I get around this truck here, man. This guy, all his little, just like these trucks that pull all this hay, straw, whatever you want to call it, they just litter it all down the road. I mean, it'd be several miles before you can even like catch up to them. I'm glad that I happened to be here when I did, but normally the highway's scattered with it and you don't even see anything for like several miles. Well, I can't stand a dirty windshield. And the thing about summertime, when it gets warmer, you get more bugs. You know, more bugs. If you guys liked my videos, I do appreciate your subscriptions. I do appreciate that. You know, and I know I'm gonna get to. I'm not trying to be like rich off YouTube. I just want to get to a certain point where maybe the manufacturers will give me a car. You know, if they can just give me a car for like a week or so, I can drive it, I can review it, I can give my thoughts on it, and then, you know, send the car back. You know, I think it's more of, because think about it, even if I hit like 100,000 subscribers, you're not going to be rich on YouTube. YouTube isn't really, as much people think, there are people who are successful on it, but there's so many different variables, and you have to open up stores, there's things like that I feel like that is not just easy, or else everybody will be doing it. And one of the hardest things for me is talking in front of the camera. I get it. I mean, well, I don't get it, to be honest. I mean, if you're going to be a left lane hog, and I decided to just pass you just because I'm not going to tailgate you, I'm just going to go around you, don't speed up. That pisses me off more than anything out there, is when people do that. I was going about 75, well, about somewhere between 75 and 80. Speedometer on the BMWs are a little bit more optimistic. Like this guy here, like, what are you doing up here? Stay here. Are you gonna move? Nope, not gonna move. Okay. What are you doing? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Why you decide just to ride in that lane by yourself? You know, some of the frustration lies just because of the flow of traffic is going faster. It was a different day if we were stopping with traffic and he was going 80, probably wouldn't be a big deal. But when everybody else is around 80, and then you're a little bit faster, then it makes a big difference. Oh, these bugs! I gotta clean my windshield off. This is, I can't stand it. I can't stand it. This wash fluid is really good for getting bugs off. I probably should do a video on that to show you what I'm using to get the wash, to get all those bugs off. Well, dude, why are you sitting here in the fast lane? Nope. Like, what do you... Ugh, man. But yeah, I'm gonna do a video on my... I don't buy wash fluid anymore. I just make my own out of tap water, you know, and I usually put additives in there. I buy, you know, online, and they seem to do better than what you bought off the shelf as far as, you know, wash fluid goes. You see, majority of these bugs are already removed off the windshield. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to kind of touch on a few things and kind of get your opinion. But guys, I'm gonna make this vlog a little bit shorter, so thanks for watching, and subscribe if you like the channel. Probably can't tell, but there's an airplane flying up pretty high up in the air. If I wasn't driving right now, I use my Flight 24 app, because I'm an aviation geek too, and I can tell you what plane that was, or is flying up there. But it's almost unusual to see a plane in the sky now, because the airline business industry is like really suffering. One of the things I just don't, you probably don't realize it, but you don't see a lot of planes in the sky anymore. Usually there's almost every time you look up, you'll see airplane. Now it's rare, and I see airplane. Oh, cool, there's airplane. It's very rare. Another left lane honk here. Nobody moves. Nobody moves. You get over, but what happens is a lot of people, especially here in California, will close the gap on you. I really find myself, you just have to indicate, move. If you wait for them, they're gonna shut you down. So these guys trying to deny me right now. I decided I couldn't leave the video off without taking a clip of me going through the curve one more time. My favorite. This is like my favorite turn right now. You can't tell in the camera, but I'm pulling some like G-forces here. I will say like a 0.7 on my scale. .7 Gs. I miss the track. I really do.